Naughty Dog, would you be living up to your name? Do you need me to rub your nose in it? Oh yes, we're talking about this Last of Us 2 nonsense. Hello everyone, I am Mecha Random 42, the one, the only, the original, still your favorite YouTube harpy. You know what, Naughty Dog, you crossed the line on this one. Yes, you did. Oh, what'd you do? That's what you did. They deserve the full theme song, and rightfully so. They issued a strike to my friend Jeremy from Geeks and Gamers. Very, very well respected channel. Somebody I actually look up to has given me a lot of shout outs and been an okay, good guy, a decent guy. I can vouch for his character. I actually was watching this live stream. I had it a little quiet, so I wasn't really knowing what was going on until it just disappeared all of a sudden. And well, what happened? The live stream he's talking about here, it got struck by Naughty Dog for copyright on something where he didn't use any footage, any information, any spoilers, and that's exactly what I'm doing here. I'm not giving you any information, spoilers, any of that in my video on The Last of Us 2. We are just calling out, in my opinion, the copyright abuse. That's what it feels like to me, that they are just trying to silence YouTubers who are smearing the game, in their opinion. I mean, here's the thing. So you can definitely check out his video. I will link it, boop, right here. Definitely watch that one. He goes in and he says, yes, it's a strike. It is not a claim. It has affected the status of his channel. He got the email here. He shows that. Definitely watch his video. I don't want to play it for you, because, like I said, they're going around, in my opinion, silencing anybody who makes it seem like they're going to hurt their sales. Anybody who is critical, anybody who says, wait a minute, get woke, go broke, wait a minute, we don't need these identity bullshit crap in our video games. We just want a good video game. We just want a shooter. And in my opinion, the Last of Us games are a little overrated anyway. I did talk about this on my live stream earlier. It got very long and long-winded, so I'm just going to give you a short condensed version of what I said. And basically what I said is, these games are not super interesting and super great. The AAA games especially, they crap them out every year in a lot of cases, and they need controversy to get people talking about them. That's why they hire the people that they hired in this case or this game, and that's why they went the direction that they went in. So you get a lot of people assuming people are going to complain about that, assuming just so they can recite back their same NPC BS. Now, I'm going to use a tweet from somebody. I'm not going to show you their name, but they were in response to another fellow YouTuber here, Mara Jade. So definitely shout out to her and Lethal Lightning and all the crew, everybody at Geeks and Gamers as well. And of course, in this tweet, they're talking about some of the story in this game from what we know about it. And they're saying it's not too political to say Christianity is a homophobic cult. It's just a fact. And of course, you hate The Last of Us 2 because of T characters in the alphabet. Oh, really? Well, we'll get into that in a second. Why? That's incorrect. But you won't come out and say it because you're all too cowardly, LOL. Right. So I responded to this person. I said, I hate The Last of Us 2 because the previous game was overrated, in my opinion, and it was. It's a zombie shooter, a little overrated. I am more of a Terraria player, as you guys know. That's more my wheelhouse, or Mario Kart, or... Still have a weakness for this. If you're an old subscriber of mine from a long time ago, you know that. I said Last of Us 1 was overrated. Naughty Dog is using copyright abuse to strike channels who talk about struck channels. The T thing, in the alphabet, is just rage bait, so NPCs pile on people critical. Free publicity from the masses who recite transphobic as a thing. Now, why does my opinion weigh in a little heavier? And why, if Naughty Dog decides to strike my channel, they would actually be, phobic of alphabet people? Well, I'm the B in the alphabet, meaning, sometimes I'm into this. which is irrelevant to anything. But you know what? If they're going to use that to critic-proof their game, then I'm going to use that to copy strike-proof my channel. Absolutely. And call them on their BS. Because in my opinion, they're just using the false striking system for anybody like Jeremy who is talking about the game. Anybody who's talking about the game negatively. Do I think it's malicious? In some cases, yes. In some cases, yes, absolutely. Especially on a channel and on a video where he specifically says, we are calling out striking this. We are calling out this. This happened. Ryan Cannell, another YouTuber, shout out to Ryan Cannell also. He's the one who posted the video initially stating, yes, these are the leaks. This is what's happening. Here's a screenshot. Here's what we know. Now, I'm not going to do any of that. Jeremy was just talking about what happened in this situation, and they struck him last night in the middle of a live stream. That is not cool. Now, he is taking care of that, so definitely shout out to him for this. This is nothing new to our community. I saw this years ago with the community of people. Well, we're not going to say what it was, but a lot of people were up in arms over video games and games journalists, and that's one of the GG words that might be flagged from time to time. Also, thank you so much for subscribing. If you guys do like my content, like, subscribe, share. I do not like it when these companies come in and try and silence critics, because I usually don't go into all the spoilers and leaks and everything, because let's face it, I wasn't surprised by any of this when I saw the initial trailer a couple years ago, where they basically showed, well, it was closer to this than, of course, the preferred version of that. But still, we kind of knew that they were going in the direction of that, and if they were going to do it in an appropriate, intelligent manner, it would have been amazing, and it would have been something inspirational. And your fans are not a bunch of phobes of these games. People who like video games in general, people nowadays are not all this, except maybe on the other side where they get up in arms if you're hetero or white. That's the thing I see more of nowadays than people getting upset over who somebody sleeps with. Who cares? Who really cares? You're there for the gameplay. You're there for a story. If your story is strong enough, you do not have to resort to these tactics. And in my opinion, what happened was somebody who worked for Naughty Dog. Now, we already know this, so I'm giving you my opinion and some facts. The facts are, somebody who worked at Naughty Dog leaked the plot, and the main devs of the game got very, very annoyed because somebody leaked the plot, and people's reception to it was not good. And that scared off the potential customers who would have bought it anyway, and who would have been basically just saying, oh, you're just a bunch of man babies because you don't like it. And even those people now are saying, well, you just saved me $60 because I would have given the game a chance, but not now because it sounds bad. And it's even worse that you're going around silencing people for telling what it is. Yeah, I get it. I do get it. They want to protect their copyright. I get it. And that's part of why I didn't really go into all of the leaks and spoilers on that one because, well, it's a huge video game. It's not like one episode of a bad TV show where nobody in my channel, at least, is showing up and cares about anything. And I put spoilers right across the screen because, let's face it, on something like Star Trek Picard or something, that wasn't really an issue. People didn't care if they got an episode spoiled because they weren't watching it anyway. Shut the fuck up. Sorry for the tangent. But still, in my opinion, I think that they got butthurt somebody leaked it, and they got butthurt that people were slamming it, and they decided to lash out. That's just my opinion. Or they hired an overzealous third party, because we do know what we do know. It is a third party that goes after these channels. And I've had a third party go after my channel once before, and that was their whole business, was being a third party copyright strike channel, where they would go around to any channel just randomly if they didn't think you got enough views or whatever. And my channel was a lot smaller back then. And they copyright struck a live stream where it was just my face talking. It was basically in this format with no clips, no footage. It was just my face talking to a camera. And I fought it and I won. And I tagged in YouTube and I tagged in the people who did it. And I said, look, you don't own any of this footage. This is my face. You don't even have a company. You can't even provide me a timestamp of what I used. And they're usually supposed to do that. So you can go in and remove it, and you can say, oh, oopsie, sorry, I used too much of your footage for fair use. Or, oopsie, you don't want me to use it. Fine, I won't use you again. Warner Brothers is really bad about that, by the way. Naughty Dog should have done that. They should have done something where if you're leaking their plot, they go in and they just tell you to remove the video without striking your channel. Because let's face it, you're not uploading the entire game here. You're just showing one or two little photos. But still, I understand. And that's why I use really, really tiny clips. You know, something that's no longer than just a pop-up image or something, right? Because you can justify that as being for fair use. And of course, I can't give you the expert advice of a copyright lawyer on a video game that's not yet released. I can kind of get that. But you go and strike a channel for doing nothing other than just this. That is where they cross the line big time. And that's when I start to think, oh, you're just silencing people. You guys need to start lifting these strikes from these channels. And I know a lot of channels have suffered. Mr. H, Ryan Cannell, Heel versus Babyface. There's more, and I totally forgot what they were. And that's why I probably should have used the clip from the live stream, because you guys were telling me all the names of the channels. If I missed any, I'm so sorry. And I know a lot of great YouTubers are out there making videos on this. I know The Quartering did, Hero Hey, That Umbrella Guy, Yellow Flash. There's a lot of YouTubers making videos on this too. And we need to, as consumers, and I always brand myself as a consumer advocate, as consumers, we need to say, look, this is not acceptable behavior for a company. You are hurting your potential customer base by looking like a bully. Because that's what this really feels like to me. Tell me what you guys think in the comment section below. Also, go give Geeks and Gamers a sub, and everybody who's hit with this. I will see you guys on the next video, live stream, or wherever. Bye. Thanks for watching. If you liked it, make sure to hit that like button. And if you want to see more, don't forget to subscribe. See you in the next video. Bye!